It is my crushing time. So, just want to ask you, what's today? January what? January 2nd. That means you are 2 days into this New Year's, New You, crushing it goal, better me, leave nonsense behind. You 2 days into it. How many of you have done it perfectly? How many of you have already kept up with your resolutions without missing a beat? Some of you may have, and some of you may have not. And for those that have not, I say this to you. Fuck it! Fuck it! Guess what? You don't need a new morning to start over. You don't need a Monday to start all over. You don't need a first of a year to start all over. You don't need the first of a decade to start all over. What you can do is you can choose right now to say, you know what? I'm starting all over. Why? Because this is my life and I make the rules. I make the rules. Nobody is more valuable to me besides me. I make the rules and I decide that I'm going to start over. Let me tell you something that happened to me. So I was talking to Big Hack and I was just telling him about some of the frustrations that I go through because it's so hard for me to lose weight. It's just really, really hard. Now you got to understand, I am a plant-based vegan. That means I don't eat grains. I don't eat oats. I don't eat beans. I eat no sugars at all. I eat very, very little fruit. Mostly I eat plants and I eat plant-based foods and nuts. And you would think that I would just be like real thin because, I've been on this alkaline vegan, journey for a long time now. But, it's been about maybe going into the second month that I've been completely plant-based. And I have really just not lost weight. So I was telling Big Hack about it and he was like, you know what I think you should do? He was like, I think you'll benefit by not eating after 5. So I was like, okay. I had prayed earlier about balance. Like, okay, what is balance? What is the balance my body needs? Because, I'm like, there is a way for my body to lose weight. Obviously, I haven't tapped into it. But thankfully, I have a really good, smart, brilliant partner in life that I like to call Balance. That is there for me to tell me everywhere that, I'm falling short. So when he told me that, I was like, you know what? That's good. It's like intermittent fasting. So he told me that on a Thursday or like a Wednesday at like 1 o'clock. So I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, pressure. It's 1 o'clock. I have till 5 o'clock to eat. So I'm all like, oh my God, I gotta eat. What am I gonna eat? And I'm all stressed out about it. So he goes out and I call him about 4:30 and I say, Earl, I'm just letting you know, I'm not starting today because da, 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 da. And he was like, okay. Then the next day, about 2 o'clock comes and I go to him and I said, you know what, Earl, I decided that I'm only going to do, intermittent fasting, stop eating at 5, Monday through Thursday, because Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, normally we're doing stuff. I may not have a chance to eat and I don't want to get hangry. And plus my food, choices are so limited. I really don't get fast food choices and stuff like that. I got to go somewhere to either cook or go somewhere specialized that I can actually get some real plant-based food. So I was like, it's too much of an inconvenience. So maybe I'll just do it on, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. And he was like, okay, that could work. Or you could just try it today. And if it works, do it. And if it doesn't, don't. And the next day, try it again. And if it works, good. And if it doesn't, try the next day. You're the boss. And I'm thinking, why the hell do I never think about that? Why do I never think about the fact that I'm the boss? That I don't have to put this undue pressure on myself to be perfect. That perfection is actually my enemy. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm not looking to be a size, 3. I'm looking for a perfect version of me. I actually like my size. I don't have a problem with my size. The problem that I had with not losing weight is I felt like I deserved to lose weight by eating the way I ate. Then I had to sit and say, is that really your goal? No. My goal is to be healthy. My goal is to find the balance that my body needs. My goal is to find the way of eating that my pear-shaped body requires. My goal is different from someone else's goal. So I got to stick to what balance looks like for me. And that does not have to be some crazy pressure that I put on myself. And when he told me that, I was just like, okay, that works. And guess what? Today, I stopped eating after 5. Just like that. When did I decide that? Like 4. And I hadn't even eaten my, last meal. I still have a couple of keto cups and things that I haven't eaten. And I'm just like, I'm good for the day. I'm good. Just like that, when I stopped putting pressure on myself, undue pressure, I was able to feel the peace that comes with balance. When we put pressure on ourselves and we get worked up and anxious and frustrated, that is a telltale sign that you are trying to control, your circumstances. That means that you're trying to manipulate your circumstances to make them work instead of just relaxing and letting this masterpiece that you are find the balance that it deserves. So, the next time you are encountered with a choice as far as what you're going to do, instead of putting the pressure on yourself, how about ask yourself this? What does balance look like? What does balance look like for me? And sit and wait. Wait to get that answer of what balance looks like for you. And then you might also ask yourself, what does kindness look like right now? Is it kind for me to go and eat foods that I know will make me sick, make me uncomfortable, distort the natural curves and the natural build of my body, make my organs not function properly, cause my body to be acidic, which is going to cause me to have allergies and all these other things? Is that kindness? Is it kind for me to go and hurry up and grab something cheap from a fast food restaurant instead of being kind to myself and saying, you know what? I deserve to have a good meal that's wholesome and delicious and healthy and will be kind to my body and feel good and guilt-free. I deserve to wait and have something good because I ain't cheap. You get that? I ain't cheap. I'm expensive. I'm valuable. I'm a masterpiece. So I have to make sure that anything that I put in this masterpiece is just as decadent and exquisite and every other big ass word you could come up with. So think about that. Take the pressure off yourself. Just ask yourself, what does kindness look like? I will see you same time, same place tomorrow. And I'm excited to be here. No pressure. If I don't, I don't. I'll see you when I see you. Why? Because I'm the boss.